Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and we are back again talking about a bunch of weirdos who essentially got mad at me for saying that everyone's favorite girl to fawn over with these weirdos because society is essentially fallen when I show two women next to each other and I'm being called all the names in the book for simply asking a question, which way Western man? And we're going to go through all the weirdness and all the gayness that they decided to show me that I really didn't care about. But for some reason, everyone just wanted to project their nonsense and project themselves onto me. We're going to go through all the comments. We're going to go through all the weird stuff. First, as always, showing off the Alpha Core #1 campaign sitting at $1.209 million, which in fact has surpassed the original Cyberfrog 2 campaign as I predicted. I've said in previous videos it would be hilarious that it would actually happen. Like I said as well, I'm sure Ethan went around looking at that and decided to show off both campaigns, both the original and the Second Chance campaign, to try to show people that it actually hasn't surpassed Cyberfrog 2, but not really working out too well for you, is it? Considering that nobody's going along with your nonsense that you're trying to spew at every July. But this is as of recording of this video at 1.209 million, over 21,000 books sold, which we'll get into that with some guy who decided to bring up the purchaser numbers rather than the book numbers. And as always, you can go to the store and pick up some merch. Blade Devil 2 Chains of Blood. Great novel that I'm going to be receiving here. It's going to be fantastic, in my opinion. The first Blade Devil was fantastic. I absolutely love the art. I'm more of a manga / anime style guy. I know, shocking. I like Isom's artwork and I like other things like Blade Devil. You can see some of the artwork here, right? For 69 pages of story, 2 supplemental stories, and of course there are 4 different covers to choose from. You got cover A, you got cover B, you got cover C, and you got what I call cover D, which is the limited summer wraparound cover, which is essentially a cover that just wraps around the whole book. I backed all 4 books after absolutely loving the first Blade Devil, and these will come with foil covers free of charge due to the $100,000 stretch goal that occurred with this campaign. You can also get Blade Devil 1 as an add-on with Blade Devil 2, or get it right here. Covers A, B, and C, whichever one you choose. However, these will not come with the foil. Only the previous campaign had the foil. I'm also going to be promoting Black Rhapsody because I really do like the look of this as well. Again, another manga style type of book. You can either get it in black and white or color if you choose. So if you're interested in something like this, go ahead and back it. Get this kind of black and white manga style. There are actually colored pages as well in the update section. You can see the book here. You can see all the color work here. I think the colors look fantastic. I'm going to be getting this in color. Also, oh no, another different art style that I like in Death, Death, Death by Joe Ball. $88,520 US with 1,163 backers. I went all in, got all 3 versions, the color, line art, and manga. I love hardcover books, and I love manga. So, manga edition, $18 for a 300-page graphic novel, drawn, inked, and I believe colored by Joe Ball. I could be wrong on the color part. Yes, I am. By Jero on Twitter. It does the color. But I know for sure that Joe Ball wrote it, drew it, and inked it. I've seen him draw and ink it live. Fantastic. 18 for the manga, 30 for the hardcover line art, 45 for the color hardcover, $45 for the hardcover color edition. You can see the nice colors here, line art here, and manga edition here. So we are going to start right here. So this is the post that seemed to have set everybody off. Over 43,000 views. Thank you all for checking it out. And I knew exactly what was going to happen because I said it in the post where I said here, I'm just looking to prove a point. I have a feeling it may be skewed because my haters love watching my page, but here you go. Which way, Western man? So I put essentially the Korean model that was used for Stellar Blade, a new game coming out for the PS5, versus, of course, Mint Salad. And as usual, you can see I am ratioed. I don't really care. Kind of expected it. 10 bookmarks. I think it's hilarious. I'm sure there people are bookmarking it to bring it up later as some kind of gotcha. It's not going to work. I don't care. We got Hypnotic. One of the left, one on the left would be a much better time. Also guaranteed there will be no hot dogs in the hallway effect either. What have I got myself into? I get myself in a lot of things. The difference is I say my piece, which it was actually spelled correctly before, and move on while everyone else goes on for months on end with this one-sided beef, trying everything they can to try to make me look bad and continue to fail. The girl on the right is either ghetto-looking Star Wars girl or mint salad. You'd be correct. Left, I have yellow fever, so no one is shocked. Great taste. I'm headed left because I know where the other one's been. Gross. Can't I have both? I mean, if you want clip reverse disease, you pick the one on the right. Aw, shit. Did I pull an ads and just over it? No. No, you did not. Those ones definitely hurt, man. Tits. Yeah, one of my haters, of course. The replies have me dying, says MSK. Shout out to MSK. Go follow him on Twitter. Let me guess, they're both actually men. Nah. The one on the left is the body model used for this game coming called Stellar Blade. The one on the right is just your average OF model. Below average. LG coming in with the shots. Shots fired. Below average. After trying to body shame men, why don't you show yourself, you coward, and why you are gay? Bonse. By the way, it's kind of interesting how you want to come at me with this narrative, right? Meanwhile, what about all the people, including Mint Salad, that constantly body shame Eric July for having shoulder hair? Are we going to talk about that here? Because if you want to talk about body shaming, right? Y'all want to constantly talk about my body shaming? People have been body shaming me and have been body shaming Eric July for months. People, probably over a year now, about Eric's shoulder hair, right? Eric has shoulder hair. He's so gross. He has shoulder hair. Y'all been doing that for over a year. Probably longer, honestly, but y'all can't sit up here and play victim when you've been body shaming other people for over a year with Eric July. And the fact that y'all want to sit up here and say, I have crusty beard and all this other nonsense you want to say about me, right? We're not playing this game. I smell incel, and I responded to him, I smell simp. Having met Mint, I can confirm that she is lovely in person. Well, she could be lovely in person all she wants. She can put on a fake facade in person all she wants. But it seems like on the internet, she wants to be this person who she isn't really. So, the girl on the right is ugly. Very mid, below mid. Shout out to Poop Donkey. It's my mod. Left, duh. We all know where the right one has been at, and the rubber wouldn't help avoid nasty shit that hot dog hallway carries with it. Does the one on the right tell me you're my only hope? It's gotta be, simp. Left, of course, easy pick. They're both beautiful. It's your opinion. The one on the right looks happier. I'd rather have someone happy than someone who looks like they're just putting up with having their picture taken. So someone that looks soft and a Korean chick who's just sitting there having their picture taken. Yeah. Again, someone who's actually done something meaningful with their life, being a model for a video game. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with either of these ones, but I had to choose the white one is best. It's their preference. You're allowed to have that. The girl on the right looks like she could be Riley's sister. I'm an incel and just jealous that Riley's dating this person. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not an own. That's not a gotcha. That's actually pathetic. That you're dating a chick that everyone can see all her goods. That's not an own. That's stupid. I'll be honest, the one on the left is a forever out of reach 10 for everyone. The one on the right looks like a fun time and someone I might actually meet and enjoy spending time with. So as someone living in reality and not completely delusional, I go with right 100%. I responded to him by saying, you're living in delusion if you get either one. You're not living in reality at all. If the right knows her Star Wars very well, I'm going with the princess. How does one pick against Rebel Princess? Besides, the one on the left is more likely to be AI generated. No. The one that's on the left is a real chick who was used as a model for a video game. Dummy. I'm trying to figure out how you body shaming the low tier mid on the right. Is that Mint Cell on the right? Then that's a no. But who's the Asian chick? Again, model for Stellar Blade. Left because she will look like that until she's 65. Left one, not even a choice. Can I just ask, why are you being mean to a stranger? Oh, yeah. I'm being mean to a stranger. This is the internet for one. Secondly, this person's been involved with people who dislike me, talking a lot of shit. So Nah. Tell you what I do, man. 2 chicks at the same time. Good job. The one on the right seems like she encountered too many Star Destroyers. If you catch my drift. Shave. See? Right there. This weird guy. I can like 2 things. Leftover, sure. Mint salad all the way. It's not a fair comparison, but you already know that it's not. Cass, not a woman in a bikini. Right, because she needs a real man. If you know, you know, I guess. Mint, no question. Both. Right. Since I don't collect chlamydia, I'm picking left. Left. Based on the photos alone and absolutely no other info, I'd have to say left appears less complicated. I'll have one mint salad, the left. Mint is the female equivalent of the fucking chode. Oh, damn. The right way. What's the woman on the left's opinions on Star Wars? Who cares? We love mint salad. She's fine as hell. According to you. I can tell you right now, you ain't got no taste. I'm going left because I'm familiar with what the right does, and F that. And yes, I was referring to the depressed Will the Beast. What a bathing issue. Left, definitely left. One's a successful model, and the other one's a crazy groomed broad with senpaku eyes. Jesus. To be honest, she's a legend who I will always support, so going right. Left is unattractive. You're delusional. You're allowed to be. Her on the right seems more better than the one on the left. Again, your opinion, but no. Absolutely not. Because she's been with disgusting things. Left. In my opinion, people choosing the girl on the left has nothing to do with her weight and everything to do with Mint being on the spectrum while doing this type of work. But yeah, it's weight shaming to want the girl on the left, apparently. Fun times we're in. Facts. The one on the right. What point are you trying to prove? How much you do this weird thing? Spicy thing? Why would you pick such a below average Asian woman for this? Bro, you could never get an Asian woman like that. I'm just saying. Especially with a name called Garbage Takes. Well, Zero, we all know who you're picking. The hairy-shouldered black one that isn't pictured. Gay. I picked the white woman. Asians are overrated. Damn. Damn, I wish I would have seen that coming. I'm going to have to block that out. Oh, look, a weird misogynistic post. Because I told someone to pick between 2 women? That's weird. Neither, because I'm not a simp for these type of people. I play poker with Mint, though. Well, thank you, Rena, for covering Mint's out there. Her actions against Eric are as disgusting as her out-of-shape boyfriend. I mean, wow. Oh, dear. Took a look at her channel, and yours is doing well with your view count, while hers is dead as fuck. She has more subscribers than you, and her views are abysmal. Anyone that is out of the loop with the one on the left and don't mind hearing depressing stuff. Asian or literal, easy peasy Japanesey. No nuts, no sausage, and absolutely no loony leftist. Has to be left. That is so crazy. Of course, somebody tags this weirdo. Star Wars is effing trash. I'll go with the chicken left because I don't support Disney. She talks a lot of shit. Also, these are my haters. I need better ones. Ha ha ha, I watched your video and it was good. I don't feel comfortable watching this person's video. He's aggressively creepy with women every time I see him. LOL. I don't play that BS, by the way. And this is why I started this. Thanks. The Sturgis challenge is really just a way to motivate myself to create content. It's because you don't get motivated by anything else besides hating other people. Your entire channel is hating other people. Well, mine isn't. So this thread right here just proves right here how easy it is to trigger these weirdos and show you how much people live in delusion. Thank God, though, everything is right in the world. There's still some sense of sanity left on this app. She might actually F you, dude. No thanks, I don't need dirty pussy. You can't even look into the camera on live stream and he's trying to body shame people. Crying face. If that's what makes you triggered, I'll keep doing it. At the end of the day, my supporters don't seem to care because they focus on what I have to say, not the way my camera's angled. It's true. Show yourself and prove she's wrong, or you're just a girlfriendless coward. Show that you actually have 9 kids and aren't lying. Truthfully, I don't care whether you do or not, but the fact that you have time to sit up and talk shit on almost all of my posts means they're being neglected. By the way, that is in his bio. It says it right there, father of 9 children. But yeah, has all this time to sit up here and just talk shit on all my posts. There it is. I smell simp for mid. Jesus. Oh yeah, we had Ripoff Verse. By the way, this is what Ripoff Verse looks like, trying to come at my neck about how I look. Yet you look like this. Mint's tits are a compass. They have guided many lost souls to redemption. She's a beacon in these dark times. Of course you would think that. This dude wants to sit up here trying to take shots at people's appearances while looking like this. It's so crazy how he also takes shots. He's another one of those people that take shots at Eric July's shoulder hair. Yeah, he looks like this. And then he tried to flex it. He's wearing a $600 leather jacket. No one cares. You're still an ugly fuck. He looks like the only way that he gets laid is to do this. Like I meant to say, why are you so pussy to type out the word? That's just your crotch. Take a shower. And was that tiny dink? Your mom didn't think so. You can't even spell correctly. You can't even grammar correctly. Looking like what, fatty? Here it is. That's a lovely, freshly shaved head. A 600-pound original K. Michaels jacket. Biker section version, naturally. In one of my very tastefully designed rooms in our very large property. One of 3 I own was 5. How's the sweat basement of your mom's house? Who are you trying to press? You get no bitches. You get no bitches, homie. Especially making gay content with puppets. Like, you play with puppets, bro. You play with puppets, including your recent one where you were doing some very questionable things with puppets of Alex and Eric July. Very, very questionable things, and I question if you're even straight. I mean, it's okay for you to be gay. It's perfectly fine. I'll be honest, the one on the left is forever out of reach yet. I'm just looking to prove a point. Yeah. What the F? That Asian goes below average, maybe a 4. I don't know why a hotter girl wasn't picked. Laugh my ass off. If you think that's an obtainable 10, you should get your eyes checked. Well, at least for you guys it is. Here it is. You are not being honest with yourself because neither are obtainable for you. Stay triggered. Poor little guy projecting. I don't need to project for mid-dirty ass loose pussy. Welcome to the internet, by the way, where I trigger my haters so much they just make shit up because they know nothing about me while talking to themselves. It drives them up a wall not knowing a goddamn thing. This is the funniest crap I've seen in my life, and I can't wait to monetize it. This person saying, ask him how he managed to make a living on YouTube by only getting 20K views a month. The dude's dead broke if he doesn't have a full-time job to support his delusions of grandeur. Dude, he lives with his parents, no rent, no food expenses or bills, and the money he makes from his 20K subscribers is pissed away on multiple copies of Ripperverse comics. But his parents know it's this, or he does this crazy thing, so they don't say anything. I think his mom smoked drugs when she was pregnant and has felt guilty ever since, so that's why she supports him. No way that dude has a dad, though. No way. Yeah. It drives them up the wall that they don't know anything about me. They just completely make stuff up to gaslight themselves into thinking they know shit. Because we saw you and listened to you, then made an educated guess about your level of pathetic loserdom. I said, it's not a very educated guess when you don't know shit about me. This makes you sound very stupid and very bitch-made. You gossip like a woman. Tyrone must be effing your wife in front of you, cuck. Here's 450. Oh yeah, here we get to the part where people are trying to flex themselves, I guess. Which, by the way, just looking at this, your form is completely off. You're shaking your shoulders around when you're trying to shrug. And to top it all off, you drop the weight. You just dropped the weight. Meanwhile, you couldn't even... You dropped the weight knowing dang well you can't lift that. People who can actually lift don't drop weights like that. People who can actually handle that type of weight don't just go and drop the weights. They actually pull the weight down slowly. They don't drop weights like that. You're struggling using the machine while trying to flex so you can actually lift that. Your form is also off. I'm not going to take you serious when your form is trash. Plus, I don't even know if that's you. Again, you're trying to flex with the machine. That's easy to do, especially when your form is off. Don't try to flex when your form is trash and you're struggling to lift it. Of course, he hasn't denied it. I'm like, surely that ain't you, clown. I did report the post because I don't care. And then he's like, two 80-pound barbells, renowned zero. Let's see you do it. And I said, those are dumbbells, not barbells. This is how I know it's not you. Dumbass doesn't even know the difference between a dumbbell and a barbell. You see this? Please stop embarrassing yourself. These people are strange. And then he wants to be like, let's meet. I'm sorry, I don't meet with random strangers online. I'm not gay. Of course, we got Dick Masters, and we got to throw this one in here. He's like, YouTubers teaming up to sell their fans dog crap. Gonna see a lot more of it in 2024. It's crazy to me you only get engagement when you talk about more successful YouTubers. That's hilarious. That is absolutely funny. And then we had B.A. Turner with Vigilante's Creed, who has this to say. I see you trying to insult a woman, a supporter of mine, in fact. Okay, well, how about this? Which way, women? I won't expose them to a body shot. I'm sure they appreciate this. Here's the weird thing. You claim to have a wife, yet you're trying to flex to people on the internet that don't really care. I definitely don't care, but it's weird that you're trying to flex on me with this, and you claim to have a wife. Who are you flexing for again? Because it ain't me. I don't care. I said pretty much was a win for me. I got all you talking about me just proving my point, showing the world that you would rather drama farm and cry about Eric July all day than just sell your book. This simple question made you all get triggered over some mid-OF chick. This the same mid chick who encourages criminal activity of trespassing and slander. By the way, the fact that you all keep showing off yourselves to me like I care is pretty gay. Hell, even Hail the Lord made you look silly. Now this isn't an attack on Andrew, but he says Eric July believes his fans will buy his product no matter what, and that's why he doesn't value quality, which he actually does. He thinks it's trolling instead of in his faith. For his sake, I hope that lasts forever, but for critical thinking's sake, I don't. To which I respond by saying he clearly valued quality enough to hire legendary writer Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett to create a different character story, admitting himself that he wouldn't be able to write it. He hired the Saska sisters for his Yaira book, Mike Barron to write Gooding. Who would have thought starting a comic book company would cause so much controversy? He's telling me to cope. I'm going to laugh about this with my hot wife later. Try to get out your grandma's basement, get some sun today. Cope with your zero clout and crybaby attitude. I'm sure your quote wife doesn't want to hear about your online internet baby drama crying about another man, aka Eric July, who's more successful than you ever be. Must be all that soy protein you got. You look like you have an IV going of soy protein, softy. You have 1/4 of the followers that I have, and yet to create anything of value, coping to the max. Well, it's clearly evaluated in my 1,500 subs, which I thank every time that I make a video. And I said define cope. I said define where the cope is exactly. You're trying to flex the amount of followers you have, yet they clearly didn't convert over into sales or subs. That's the real cope. Showing basically you have 2,123 followers on Twitter, yet you only have 158 subs on YouTube, and you only managed to get 109 backers on Indiegogo. So who's really trying to cope here? Me or you? I said you really struggle with the sales of your book. After he says you really struggle with words, don't you? Because I was asking him, define cope, right? Define cope. I'm gonna go through this. Man, you're getting wrecked with this ratio. How'd that work out for you? This was 5 hours ago you said this, right? How's that working out for you? I have 10 likes to 9 comments. Where's the ratio at? You're looking pretty stupid right now. You even have Senor Hellix defending me, by the way, which is crazy. Saying, Tony is a bitch. This guy's saying I'm not a good person. But when I explained to him why I did what I did with mint salad, he doesn't actually care. So, but anyway, is this you? Isn't this you here? Oh, oops. Is this you? Yeah, that's a ridiculous statement, you say. You can't expect writers and comic artists to build a following from music and politics, law, or even YouTube. His success has nothing to do with his actual initial product. It's his name that sold his product. Just like when a politician released a book, which is fine. So basically saying that Eric didn't put in the work. You're saying that Eric didn't put in the work, which is hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Yeah, this is you. That's you. He doesn't even know what a novelist is. Defending a woman from a man trying to gain clout by insulting her is not simping. 1,500 YouTube subs isn't a flex unless it's making you considerable money, especially if you have been doing it for years and most of your views come from drama regarding another man. It actually doesn't. My most viewed video was not even about Eric July, and not even in my top 10. Videos about Eric July aren't even in my top 10. And for people who think that I've been doing this forever, I opened this account a very long time ago, and I was posting videos when I was younger, and then I stopped doing it for a while. I've only really been consistently making videos for about a year, maybe a year and a half. And I'm in a pretty good percentile considering a lot of people don't even have 1,000 subs. So Only been doing it consistently for a year, and my most viewed videos weren't about Air July. Stop coping so much. A novelist is someone who writes novels, you idiot. You clearly don't know what a simp is. And you said I did comics. My campaign's based around novels. That's fine. I got that wrong. I'll admit that. I don't care. The problem is you like to flex, and then when I flex back at you, you don't like it. Then you have this person. The conversion rate issue is probably one to avoid when a 500K subscriber YouTube channel is working in tandem mixed with mainstream coverage, gain 30 to 40K sales, then drop to lower sales figures over the next few books. I said ISO number 1 made over 1 million before mainstream coverage. Number 2s always sell less than number 1. Alpha Course in MIP, get your facts right. So he posts the amount of purchasers, right? He posts the amount of purchasers for each campaign. This person's even saying, like, bet he can't do a proper push-up unless it's pushing a burger up into his mouth, which, if you know anything about fitness, red meat's actually good for you. So I said to him, I said to Todd Ace, who was showing me the purchasers, I said, you tell me since you think you know. Also, why did you bring up the purchasers, not the number of books sold? ISOM 1 sold 62,670 books. ISOM 2 sold 32,540 books. Alpha Course currently at 21,083 books sold. And the campaign ends on January 20th. By the way, the book still sells after the campaign ends. So are we going to use the same logic since Batman books sell more than Superman books and Superman books sell more than Wonder Woman books? Why are you all so willingly obtuse? Why? Which, by the way, that I'm very bad at this, and it's like you were purposely trying to make yourself look bad. Keep talking, I'll just monetize it later. If we're going to go by your logic, right? Let's look at Harry Potter, one of the most successful novels out there. So, copies sold worldwide for the very first Harry Potter book was 120 million. And then it dropped to 77 million. So, are you going to say that it dipped in popularity here? No, maybe just people didn't like the first book. Wow, shocking. Are we going to also apply this to Cyberfrog? Cyberfrog 2 has 11,893 backers. This is only counting the main campaign, not the second chance. Whereas Cyberfrog 3 is down to less than half of that. Are we going to apply this to Cyberfrog as well? It's funny how it only works when we use it against Eric July and ISOM, but we don't want to point out that it happens with all their books apparently. Anyway, moving on. July 7, 2022 compared to September 20th, 2023 being in demand over a year more tends to pad the numbers that are brainlit. This is coming from the guy that posted the number of purchasers versus comic books sold to push the narrative. Also, with his Fund My Comic, Black Rhapsody is still ahead. You couldn't even tell the difference between purchasers and books sold. You should be the last one calling anyone brainlit. He says, I posted number of sales and purchasers. You're just too stupid to understand what I was talking about. You're comparing a book that has been in demand for a whole year or more and acting like that is something. It sounds like brainless behavior to me. I said, are you slow? Did you need to go back to school? That's literally what I said. Then I called you stupid because you don't know the difference between the amount of purchasers versus books sold. Thanks for playing. That's literally what I said. Number of purchasers. Posted number of purchasers. You posted sales. You didn't post number of books sold. Then I have someone asking me, how late is Black Rhapsody? Okay, so let's see the difference between how many updates I got from Black Rhapsody versus how many updates I got from Rainbow the Brew. I got 10 updates from Black Rhapsody, which is supposed to be starting fulfillment in January, right? This month. Maybe into next month. I got 4 updates. 4. The last one was November 6, 2022. And then after that, January 6th, 2024. So 4 updates versus 10 updates. Which, by the way, if we're going by estimated delivery date, if we're going from April or even July, it hasn't been a year since this campaign has estimated shipping. It has been around since 2022, but person updated on all the behind-the-scenes problems she was having versus Rainbow the Brew that has 4 updates. So we're not gonna play this game. We're not gonna play this BS game of only applying certain things to Air July and ISOM and not applying this to other novels, other comics, and we're not gonna sit up here and act like people who've been body shaming people like me and Eric July for over a year, for Eric July, close to a year for me. We're not gonna sit up here and act like this isn't back and forth, like people weren't doing this before, and all of a sudden I'm just doing it out of nowhere. No, I have a personal vendetta against certain people like Mint Salad because they also wanted to be around with the little fake account that was made by me, which by the way, I know that it was Drunken Peasants. I have insider information about that one. So keep playing these games. I'll just leak the information. That's all I gotta say. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, comment below if you feel about all this, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you get notifications anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.